Hey everyone, welcome back to Fact Reactor, where we dive deep into the most fascinating facts from history, science, and beyond. Today we're stepping back in time to uncover some of the weirdest and most unbelievable events in history that you probably never heard of. From animal trials to bizarre wars, these events will leave you scratching your head. Let's jump right in. Fact number 1. Did you know that Australia once went to war with emus? That's right. In 1932, after soldiers returned from World War I, farmers in Western Australia faced a massive emu invasion. These large flightless birds were destroying crops, so the government sent soldiers armed with machine guns to fight them off. But here's the twist. The emus won. Despite their best efforts, the soldiers couldn't handle the speedy and resilient emus, making the Great Emu War one of the strangest military conflicts in history. Fact number 2. In 1518, in the city of Strasbourg, a woman started dancing uncontrollably in the street, and soon, dozens of others joined her. This strange event, known as the Dancing Plague, lasted for months, with people dancing until they collapsed from exhaustion or worse. Historians still aren't sure what caused it. Was it mass hysteria, poisoned food, or something more supernatural? Either way, it remains one of the most bizarre episodes in history. Fact number 3. Believe it or not, animals were once put on trial, just like humans. In 1386, in Falaise, France, a pig was accused of killing a child and was actually put on trial in a court of law. The pig was dressed in human clothes, found guilty, and sentenced to death. Animal trials were surprisingly common in medieval Europe, and this one shows just how strange legal systems used to be. Fact number 4. One of the weirdest events in recent history happened in Oregon in 1970, when a dead whale washed up on the beach. Instead of burying it, officials decided to blow it up with dynamite to get rid of the carcass. The result? A flying mess of whale blubber rained down on cars, buildings, and people. This disaster became a lesson in how not to handle a beached whale and remains one of the strangest moments in American history. Fact number 5. Imagine summer without the sun. That's what happened in 1816, known as the Year Without a Summer. After the massive eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia, ash clouds covered the atmosphere, blocking out sunlight. This caused temperatures to drop drastically worldwide, leading to crop failures, food shortages, and even snow in July. People at the time thought the world was ending. It's one of the most unusual climate events in history. Fact number 6. Even great military leaders have their embarrassing moments. In 1807, Napoleon Bonaparte organized a rabbit hunt for himself and his officers. The problem? The rabbits, instead of running away, turned and charged at him. Hundreds of bunnies swarmed Napoleon and his men, forcing them to flee. Imagine being one of history's most powerful figures defeated by rabbits. Fact number 7. In the 17th century, the Netherlands experienced a tulip frenzy. During a period known as tulip mania, people were buying and selling tulip bulbs for insanely high prices. Some bulbs were worth as much as a house. But, like all bubbles, this one burst and many were left bankrupt. It remains one of the first recorded instances of a financial bubble in history. Fact number 8. In 1814, a massive vat of beer exploded in a London brewery, unleashing a tidal wave of over 300,000 gallons of beer into the streets. This strange and tragic event, known as the London Beer Flood, caused buildings to collapse. And sadly, several people were killed by the beer surge. It's definitely one of the most bizarre disasters in history. Fact number 9. In 1919, the streets of Boston were flooded with molasses. A massive storage tank filled with 2.3 million gallons of molasses burst, sending a sticky wave through the city at 35 miles per hour. Buildings were destroyed, and tragically, 21 people lost their lives in the disaster. This strange event became known as the Boston Molasses Flood, or the Great Molasses Flood, and to this day, people say you can still smell molasses on a hot day in that part of the city. Fact number 10. Wars have started for all kinds of reasons. But how about a dog? In 1925, a Greek soldier's dog crossed the border into Bulgaria, and when the soldier chased after it, tensions flared between the two countries. Shots were fired, and within days, Greece and Bulgaria were engaged in what is now known as the War of the Stray Dog. The conflict lasted a few days before the League of Nations stepped in. But it's one of the strangest causes for a war in history. And there you have it, folks, some of the weirdest and most unbelievable events in history. From wars with birds to dancing plagues and exploding whales, history is full of strange and fascinating stories. Which event surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more crazy facts from Reactor, and share this with your friends who love history. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious. See you next time on Reactor, where we dig up the facts you never knew existed.